Just my whole life, I grew up in the church. I grew up knowing who God was. I grew up in the Bible. I had all the knowledge, and I was coming to church and I was seeking Him, but I was in this just pattern or this cycle of getting close to God and then drifting away and just feeling very up and down, feeling very unstable. And I was still coming to church and I was seeking Him, but I also just put on a face and I was living for myself. My world revolved around myself. I was always just like one foot in the church, one foot in the world, and I got to a point where I was trying to make the two work together in my life, and they weren't, and they were at odds, and just that contradiction in itself just created a lot of anxiety. I had kind of just accepted that this is the way things are, and I'm just gonna be depressed, and I'm just gonna be anxious. I kind of accepted that. I was like, well, I'll just have struggles as a Christian. It just is what it is. But I kept those to myself. I kept the depression and anxiety and all the worldly things I was turning to myself. And then there was the person that I was just showing everybody. I was just constantly thinking, like, what's the point of my life? And what's the point of this life? Like, is this all there is to it? Even when I was coming to church, I would come to church and I would feel things a little bit that were said, and I would feel the worship a little bit, but I never 100% felt the meaning of the words. But there was almost like this disconnect between what I knew and what I was feeling. It's like, okay, I know the love of God and I know what He's done for me, but do I truly feel that? And then it was when Pastor Ethan brought up during the Romans series, he said, you have to know the bad news before you know the good news. You have to understand the bad news before you can feel the good news. So I prayed to God and I said, Lord, like, please let me feel the weight of my sin, and please convict me of the areas of my life that I am sinning, because I don't even think I see them. I think I'm blinded by the world, like I'm so in the world and of it. But He made me feel fully inadequate, and He highlighted all the parts of my life where I was living for the world and in the world and finding hope in the world. And that was kind of a turning point. I was just like, God, He made me feel the weight of my sin. He made me feel how much evil was in the world and how I had been trying to be a part of that world for so long. And I just surrendered my life to God. And in that moment, He told me that I didn't have to worry about being in the cycle of up and down and close to Him and far away from Him. And He's like, you surrendered everything to me. Now I got you. Like, you're covered by me. Since that moment, like, I haven't struggled with depression or anxiety or disordered eating or any of the other worldly things I was turning to. Even in this past month, the amount of movement I've seen God working in my life, I haven't had that in years, over years. And it's just so powerful. He will work in whatever you surrender to Him. So I don't want any part not surrendered. I want Him to be working in all of it.